Alright, so I haven't done one of these beekeeping videos in a while, but a bunch of people have been asking me about them, so I decided I'd give you a slight recap from February to the end of June. I'm going to make this into a 3-episode kind of deal. The first episode is in February, then second one I think is in March, and the third one is in June. After this, I'll start posting maybe on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, 1 or 2 beekeeping videos between the flying videos, just because there's interest on it and I actually like showing people. The bonus here is that you get to see me get stung multiple times in the same video. I'm also going to jump in and out of these videos simply because it'll be easier for me to explain rather than do a complete chronological thing, since I didn't explain on the spot. It's kind of hard to understand where I'm going with things. So let's jump straight into the first one, mid-February 2018. Hey everyone, it's mid-February. I guess we got to do a couple things with the beehive. As you can see, it's a nice day, so they are out and flying around. So today what we're going to do is move the bottom box up to the top box, and then take out some of the old crappy frames that are in there and put some newer, nicer frames for them to build outcome. So I'm actually going to fire up the smoker today for the first time, and we'll see how this goes. See you in a second. Smoke them just a little bit underneath. Dead bees. We have a bunch of dead bees on the bottom board, but that's wintertime, that's to be expected. So what I'll do is clean it out. No mites, a little bit of sugar, and that's it. And we're back. Now, let's take a look at how we're doing on the sugar situation. All looks pretty good. Smoke them just a little bit as I go in. Let's go see if there's any brood in here. And I just want to see if Queen is laying brood, and she is. There's tons of brood. We are all set. We're going to move from the small entrance reducer to the bigger entrance reducer so that these ladies have a little bit more room to go in and out. Sugar goes back on top. Alrighty, so we replaced the bottom box, moved it to the top, so now everything's down lower. I took 2 frames of old comb out, which I will melt down tonight and make some new wax out of. And that's basically it. I think we're good to go for the spring. I think in a month from now we'll go back in and we'll be able to make some splits, which is pretty awesome. See you later. Alright, this is chapter 1.5. It's basically a continuation of chapter 1, which was February. It's the end of March. The queen is doing very well in the white box, and will shortly be able to split. So March 31st, I'm just going to check the beehive real quick. There it is. Looks like the bees are moving in and out really well today. It's around 60 degrees. Got the smoker lit. Well, it looks like they've started drawing out new frames. What we want. Alright, let's look at box number 2 here. See if we can see how much brood is in it. Hopefully a bunch. And there is the brood. Look at that. Oh, check it out. Here's the queen. I didn't even notice her when I was in the inspection. End of March, they've basically worked all 3 boxes, 1, 2, and 3. They've got brood in the bottom 2 boxes, and they're moving up into the 3rd box. They're putting stores away, they're coming in with tons of pollen. Everything is great. I think that by next week we'll have enough in there to where we can split them. As soon as some of the drones that are looking like they're going to start to hatch soon come out, we'll take them, split them, and we'll have a new hive. Chapter 2 is mid-May. We've already split the hives, but let me explain real quick. So basically we took the yellow queen, the queen that you saw all last year, moved her into a new box with 5 frames of brood and pollen and honey. She's doing really well in the new green hive, and then we let the white hive try to make a new queen with all the resources that it had. It had tons of brood in there, both capped, uncapped, young larvae, and eggs. So in this inspection, I'm going in to see whether or not she actually was made. We had seen queen cells, but we didn't actually see a queen emerge, and whether or not she was mated. Let's see. Beehive situation. So, old hive should have a queen in it by now. New hive should still have a queen in it. And then Ginger move out. The nuke that I picked out of a tree, that's a swarm, probably doesn't have a queen, and we'll give them some brood to make a queen. So first thing we're going to do is go into the old hive, see if they finally have a queen, go into the new hive, see how much brood they have, and then hopefully put a little bit of eggs in here so that they can make a new queen. With that, let's get rolling. Damn it, we have a laying worker.
That means one of the worker bees
is making drones.
Look at all the cells on that one.
Yeah, they're all drone cells and honey.
That's a lot of honey.
Oh. Yep. Damn it.
Drone cells on the back.
Yeah. Okay. We are fucked on this one. It's time to get ourselves hopefully she has
Been laying in here.
yeah. Well, she had been. Oh, nice. Right. There's a good population here. Okay. Eggs. Are there eggs in here? No. Bad news. There is no queen.
Either place?
Ah, motherfucker.
Stone?
Steve.
Yeah, because I fucking put my finger right on it. I just don't want to get the queen if I'm moving a frame over. Okay. So this one has young larvae on it. And a bunch of eggs. And oh, here's the queen though.
Where's the air?
Can you see her? God, she's beautiful. No, but like, she's so fat. Okay, I don't want to take that frame then.
And there are a lot of drones, aren't there?
Yeah. Well, because they make drones whenever. Okay. This one has a ton of eggs in it. Oh, Ginger, can you? Okay.
Kind of what?
No, never mind.
How are you doing?
There's a bee climbing on your shirt, just so you know.
Have you gotten stung yet?
No.
No?
Have they been bumping you?
A little bit, but I'm standing in a spot that
In the runway.
kind of like running away.
Well, hopefully it gets them.
Why would they not?
Why would? Oh, they probably made one. She probably just didn't get back. So this is what'll happen if they made one and she's in there. They won't make a new queen, right?
Right.
If she just hasn't been mated yet, they won't make a new queen. But if she has been mated, or if she's not coming at all, then they'll end up not making a new queen. Or, okay. If she has been mated, she just hasn't started laying yet, they won't make a new queen out of these ones.
Right.
If she hasn't been made, they'll make a new queen and we'll be at the same spot as we were
Right.
2 weeks ago. I mean, their population's really good, and actually I'm gonna throw the honey super on today. Okay.
Have you gotten stung multiple times today?
Nope, just once on the finger. It's nice and big and red. Finally, the nuke came from a trap out that I did at a neighbor's house where some bees had moved into a squirrel hole. Here's a photo of the trap out. Well, it was on the tree. So we put a bunch of screen up there, let all the bees crawl out and put them into a nuke and took them with us. Recap here, The green hive is doing well. The yellow queen in the green hive is doing really well. But the white hive never made a new queen. So I gave them a bunch of new resources. I think 2 frames of eggs and young larvae, and hopefully they'll make a new queen. On to chapter 3 we go. This is the end of June. This one's fairly self-explanatory. I'll go in and show you guys where we are. After this, we're basically caught up, and I'll start posting regular videos. Drone larva, empty queen cups, some more drone brood. Alrighty, so the big hive is still queenless. I don't know what to do at it, but I'm going to remove the top box and give him a little bit less space, and hopefully I can make a queen out of one of the other hives and replace her. Time to go into the green hive. There's our queen. See her right here? Bunch of young larvae in here. And eggs, okay. So she's laying. See the queen? Where'd she go? There she is. Right there. Put empty frames on the ends. Alrighty, so on this hive, I moved the brood frame up to get the bees to come up. I'm going to put a second box on and just give them a bunch of frames and a ton of sugar water. And hopefully they will start building out. Alright, so in theory, this box has a queen in it. Ah, there she is. Wow. She is massive. Alrighty, so here's the recap. Swarm hives. I took the queen out of this swarm hive and moved her into this swarm hive that didn't have many resources, but they should have plenty of honey, and she should start laying immediately, so that's good. This one is now queenless. Hopefully they'll make a new queen immediately. There's a ton of eggs in there, a ton of larvae, so they should be able to make one pretty quickly. We'll check on that next week. Big hive. Still queenless. Don't understand why. I've given them a ton of resources to make new queens. They just haven't. It's really weird. Green hive. The old queen is doing well. Not as well as the swarm queen, but well enough. They're growing. Hopefully, now that I gave them more resources, they'll keep moving up. So I'm going to put sugar water on top of that one. Leave this one as is. Hopefully, if the new queen over there makes... If the new queen in the swarm hive makes a new queen immediately, I should be able to just take a queen from there and like move her into there and let them make yet another new queen, and just use these swarm hives as resources for the big hives. With that, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for watching. All right, so that was our beekeeping recap from February until July. Thanks for coming along, and come back next week for more beekeeping stuff. See ya.